They gon' try to intrude. Watching the multitude. They be quick to accuse. What you got different views? Just know you gon' pay the price. Price up the item you choose. Tell them to go.
What? Is this, just make good. Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
That is Chelsea has to go back.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip. Champion, yeah we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like I always spring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Getting blood across it where the blood thinner. Just hurt like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is big. I only want to go. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
Did he say you are my
Come for
sunshine?
the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.
Oh, I thought you said you are my sunshine.
Champion,
Sorry, yeah, I guess I did too what your daughter does.
I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent a check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Pollard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced the dump off to the back, and even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
At the 7-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
On play action, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The score.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Play action, now it's Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Allen's pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
At the Ravens 20.
And again, it's Allen. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Off the play fake. Allen. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Off play action. Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To number 81.
Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Run for Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen going to throw. And this one complete to Gafford. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing now is Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Justin Matabike forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Rico Gafford with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 27, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To Pollard, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And for Tony Pollard, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got four down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Going deep downfield and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 60 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
31's the mic.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen off the play fake. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete to number
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had
and the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3rd and
from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Everyone felt like this game was over. But to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Allen's throw is complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Bengals.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And the Bengals first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Ravens 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check safety.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
3rd quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Cincinnati.
Man left. 3 down. Watch it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
6-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete.
A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Pull it good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Cincinnati.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross. 26 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they've faced in this ballgame.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Pollard again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
70.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Whistles now and a timeout. And defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
47-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Watch the twist.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone